All right, today we're with Tiffinique Gadsden. Here
Hey.
we go. Owner of
Hi,
She's...
guys.
Oh, sorry. So we're with Tiffinique Gadsden, owner of She's Unique Social Club. Welcome, Tiffinique.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
So what makes She's Unique Social Club so unique?
Well, honestly, what makes us so unique is every single lady that is in the social club is unique. Like, from what they're doing, what they invest in, their businesses, just like their walks of life. Some are mothers, some aren't. So it's just unique to see us all come together and form something that I didn't even know was possible to form.
So how did it start? Like, did you just have a couple people just start hanging out?
No, it literally, like, it's probably been like a year that I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, like, business wise. And I was like, I like having a good time. I like making people feel like they're having a good time too. So I had made an event at Phipps Conservatory, and 13 people showed up. Some of them I never knew. Some of them I did. And it was just from them seeing me on social media, like,
So you just put out like a post on Facebook or Instagram?
Yep.
It's kind of crazy you got that many people.
Isn't that crazy?
Like,
right,
how
for
many
the
of those
first
people
time.
did you know from that 13?
From the 13.
Like half or less than half?
I probably knew like 5.
That's kind of crazy.
That's pretty good,
yeah.
Zach made a post. I don't think he could get 3 people to show up.
I don't think
somewhere.
it's 3 of my friends to show up.
I don't think so.
Honestly, it's that's
so
kind of unique. Did they at least like reach out beforehand, or they just showed up?
Since the event was kind of like you pay for it yourself type of thing, it was like, if you show up, you show up.
Okay.
If not,
that's still crazy though.
Yeah, it was. I put myself out there, and people showed up.
Like you just said, like it almost was like counterintuitive, because I feel like if you said you'd pay for it, it would bring in more people. It's like
That's
making
what I
them
would
pay
think.
for it.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy though.
Me, sorry.
I honestly don't think I get 13 people to.
That is crazy. Yeah. Well, my
them.
biggest event, we had 30 ladies come. Yeah, we had a Galentine's event, and that was the most ladies that I've ever like did something for. So that was intense.
Is it usually the same kind of core group, or is it always changing?
Yep. So we have members. So typically the members come to each event, but there's some that may not be able to attend that time, or so. I think the less we probably had was like 8 ladies come, but that's still a nice time. Yeah, I love the intimate type of, because we can like really connect and talk to each other and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what exactly is She's Unique about? Like, what brings people together? What is like the
mission statement?
Yeah,
the mission to it is really just getting ladies together outside of social media and our phones and our children and our husbands and our lives. Like, just letting our hair down in a way that you just feel, I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah, like, because at first there wasn't a mission statement when I started. Like, I was just like, we're just getting together. And then once people were like, well, you know, like, what is it? I was like, I guess I do got to answer that. I was like, well, it's kind of just like building women up, because honestly, I don't know if it's like this for guys, but for women, it's really, really hard to make friends as adults. Like, I agree. Unless you have your same friends from like growing up and stuff, like putting yourself out there to trust somebody is really hard.
Well, yeah, because outside like your, say, old friends or like work colleagues, that they're not really friends.
Right.
I mean, they could be, but like, it's hard without doing something outside of work.
Right.
You're not really friends.
You're just
acquaintances,
like, right. So that was another thing too. I think I was in a transition of my life that I was like, I feel a little lonely. I need some community.
No, like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. So that's a good idea. Yeah. That's the only reason George is around. I've known him since first grade. I mean,
it just kind of happens.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's too much work to meet new people. You know?
It really is. So I put together a group so that you can meet new people.
That's cool. Yeah.
So walk us through some of the events that you've hosted.
Oh,
I've seen like is it a boat ride or like you did like
Yeah, the Pittsburgh
pedal
pedal.
thing?
We
I've seen
didn't
that.
pedal though. We're ladies. We don't like to pedal. So
Yeah, tell us about some other ones.
so our very first, like I said, we did Phipps Conservatory. After that, we did a lipstick making class at the Lipstick Lab. I don't know if you guys know where that's at. But it's a new business that she opened, and you can make your own lipstick and your own lip gloss. So that was our second event. Then we did, we went to the winery. I had got a sprinter for us to just meet. So that was another way for us to kind of connect. So we like rode together up to the winery, and for obvious reasons, you don't want to be,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah, we don't promote driving here. Yeah.
Not at all. So we had a driver. After the winery, we did, what is it called? We had a perfume exchange party, and we did that at Con Alma. I don't know if you guys know where that's at.
What'd you guys do? Like just buy each other perfume?
Yep, so like a Secret Santa,
Sure.
but
Okay, that makes
with,
sense.
it was luxury perfume too. So these ladies are not cheap, I'll say that. But yeah, so we had like a minimum of like $100, and we did that. Galentine's event. We had scrapbook making where we like talked about our visions, our goals, like different things. I had every event I try to do something different to make us like
Get outside your shell.
yeah.
Sure.
So I had printed out these like blank checks, and I had told everybody
Oh,
to
that's
write
cool.
out
your
like the
ideal-
amount you want to make,
Oh.
yeah, and like the date or whatever, and then whenever you do make that amount, you sign off on it. So
That's pretty
just
cool.
something like to keep
Keep you motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
What else? Jeez, we had so many events.
Well, how often do you do these? Are they like a set kind of monthly thing? Or is it
Yep.
just-
So every single month we have an event. It's on the last weekend of every month. And yeah, it's just something different. We did the boat ride. We did, we had a rooftop at was it the Weston Overlook? I don't know. I think it is.
Sure.
I just
We'll
been
go with
finding
Weston.
places like
Yeah.
over Pittsburgh and just like, hey,
Did they give you some suggestions like, oh, maybe we should try this? Or you just it's all on you?
all on me. Well,
That's what
now I
you-
have a board,
I
so
was saying, you need like a suggestion box. So
Yeah.
you can kind of.
well, whenever you sign up for the social club, so if there's any ladies out there that do want to sign up for the social club, there's a link in my bio.
Check
But
it out.
whenever it's like a questionnaire, and then at the end it's like what type of events would you
Okay.
want to, so
That's
I
cool.
have a lot of suggestions. We have over 140 people on our wait list right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
To get into the
to
group?
get into the social club.
Well, so why not just grow it? Or is that you
Well,
don't want to get that big too
because
fast?
at first it was just me. I was like, me with 140 people. That's
I
a
feel like
lot
like-
of people.
That's an uptown problem right there. I
That's
mean,
like popping. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's kind of crazy. You
Yeah,
get lesser
so
people
every
in.
few months we're like opening it. So right now we have 23 members,
Mm-hmm.
and they all pay a membership fee once a month, and they're like our VIP, like they get that access. But there is some events that we'll have, like our Galentine's event or like a gala at the end of the year. That's open for people that may want to be a part of it, or just like, hey, I see the type of event you have, so
Yeah.
I want to go.
Just come check it out.
Hopefully a few of those 140 people come.
So is there an application then to join the club, and then do you guys have a vote, or is it primarily up to you on who can join the club?
Yes. So, there's a questionnaire, just, like why do you want to be a part? Like, what's your goals for joining us type of thing. And then me and my board, I have a vice president and an event coordinator. We sit down and we talk about, like we go through their social media. It's like a whole little process. Like if you're
Jeez, I
social.
thought this was more just like friends, man. It seems like it's like cutthroat to get into this. It's
Yeah,
like,
like
college.
Good.
you need a
That's
wristband to
cool,
get
though,
up in
'cause-
here.
Yeah, I mean, especially because I feel like sometimes with like groups or even like teams and stuff, I play. It's like they join for a game or two,
Right.
And then they drop out. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
we
want
need to
someone
know
like
you're
that.
serious.
Yeah.
Like, because we're putting our all into it. So we want I want everyone to get something out of it every single time. Now, that's why we do have those events that's like open. If it's like, hey, I just want to kind of get out, or I think I want to join, I'm just scared, because I get a lot of DMs of people like, I am not social at all, but I want to join. And I'm like, I mean, you either got to
Yeah,
do it or
yeah.
not. Like, I don't know.
But that might be good too to like see the applicant like beforehand.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, they were acting kind of strange at
Yeah.
this gala, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Like they're not going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
also
I mean,
cool
we
that
have
she,
some.
brings like introverts out of their shell.
Yeah,
too,
that's
so-
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have ladies that have not had friends or not, like, they hang by themselves. That's like, I love it here. Like, my ladies love it here. Seriously.
That's good though.
Yeah. So if you were going through some applicants with
Mm-hmm.
your board and taking a look, what would be some red flags for somebody you don't think would be a good fit for She's Unique?
Oh,
Is it like social media posts?
social media.
Like
for
what
sure.
they're posting?
Some of them is like what their name is on social media. I'm like, we can't tag you in this. Like, what are you?
Like, I guess I don't want you to throw
yeah.
one out, but I mean,
Yeah,
like
you
maybe
might
just an
specific,
example
yeah.
or something.
I
close to it.
mean, can you cuss on here?
Sure, yeah.
we don't care.
I don't know. Like, no, I'm not going to cuss. I'm not going to cuss. But there is like,
It's just kind of off-putting. you
yeah,
say?
or like their bio would say like "F you" something,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like,
Yeah, you're trying
okay.
to keep it classy. Yeah.
yeah, like we have a certain caliber
Clientele,
of women,
yeah.
that's in here.
Upscale women. I like it.
Yeah. And thankfully, because we didn't have a screening process whenever I first started, it was just whoever come,
Well, yeah, when you're
you
starting,
know.
you
But
kind of have to pick up whoever wants it. Now you got a little,
yeah,
you know,
but we have a
power.
vibe that it's like kind of like a family because it's been a year since I started, so it's like we got some,
You won't ruin it.
yeah.
So with those initial years, you started with, the first event, and then how did you grow it to all the way up to like 20 some members right now with a large wait list? That's impressive.
Social media.
Okay. Just like posting
Just
about
posting.
the events.
So I had created an Instagram for it, and I didn't have any followers. Like, I was just tagging it.
Sure.
So then that's where a lot of people had started like following the social page. And then when I made my first post when we went to FIPS, people were like, "Where is that at? Is that in Pittsburgh?" And I'm like, I mean, yeah,
It's a pretty
like
famous
no one
spot,
that
yeah.
right. Like, how don't you know where FIPS is? So it was like, okay, let me try something else that's different. And so we did the lipstick making, which I never heard of that. So I was like, that'll be fun. So then I reached out to the lady. Her name is Jay. And she was all like, I just opened, like, I don't have availability this time, but I do have this time. So I had made a post. I was like, hey, ladies, this is what it is. This is how much it is. And what I always try to do is have, like, food, drinks, and, like, swag bags, so a takeaway.
Okay.
And that's just because I like those things when I go to events. Like, you like to be fed, you like to have a nice drink, even if it's not like a alcoholic beverage, like
something.
just
Something
something
nice.
cute, you
Yeah.
know. And then a gift to go home with is like, oh, I had such a good time here. So
I mean, it sounds like you're doing it right. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't change too much.
yeah,
I'm still kind of enamored about the 140 on the waiting list.
isn't that crazy?
So, like, I guess when you do kind of every month, you said you might add some more people. Is it like the same, like say 5 every month, or you kind of just go from who's on the waiting list?
No, it's our same 23.
No, but like you said, like you know, every month you might add a couple more members in.
Oh,
Like, is
so sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
just saying, no, is there like a set, like, okay, every month we're gonna add 3 to 5 new members?
So
or-
we just opened our wait list because I didn't realize we had that much people on our wait list because I was just like, oh, we got our 20 people, like this is, perfect. And then I just so happened to look at the questionnaire and it had 130 at the time, and I was like, wow, now I guess I got to start,
Go
like
through it,
going
yeah.
through their stuff. And then we had sent out our contracts because we have contracts.
Okay.
And some ladies signed it, sent it back, and some didn't. So I like kind of pushed them back onto the wait list. But the ones that signed the contract, we went through the whole screening process and things like that. Like, they made it.
They're in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever had to kick somebody out of the club?
That's a good question.
My mother. No.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm serious. I didn't kick her out, but yes, my mom.
What caused that, if you don't mind? us asking?
She is an older crowd than us, and she didn't fit in
She
with
didn't vibe
our,
well.
yeah, she did not. She, it wasn't in a bad way. Like I was just like, maybe this is not the group for you,
Yeah.
So it wasn't like in a, all right, mom, you got to get up out of here. Like, it was just like, yes, this is how some ladies may dress. This is how, some people may act when they are a little under the influence. People may be a little loud. I don't know.
Sure.
So
No, I get it.
It was kind of like.
Well, because what's your average age? Is it
Well, you have to at least be 21 to join.
Sure.
But there's no you don't have to be a certain age. You can, because I have people on my wait list that are in their 50s that I'm like, okay, you want to hang with the young girls?
Hey, keep them young.
And the things that we do is not okay, it's just for a certain amount of women, or even just I know a lot of people have thought it was just for black girls, and it's not. I have white women in our group as well. So if you are out there, it's not just black ladies.
We're not racist here.
We are not.
Include everyone except for men. Right? Or maybe.
Listen. The fellas want to come too.
I'm sure you got all these girls.
Yes,
that's
yes. Everyone's like, what I got going on every month? They're like, when you doing something for the fellas? I'm like,
a little mixer.
Never. But I think I am. Lane, yeah. I think I am. I'm gonna start implementing, because even my husband, he's like, what y'all doing now? Y'all did y'all eat yet? You didn't take no pictures yet? What you doing? I'm like, you're a little invested. I see that. So, because he sees the behind the scenes of everything. So, he's like, I wouldn't mind coming. That'll be fun. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, he's probably seeing all this great food.
Yeah,
hey, I'd like to come out to this.
You guys are laughing, hooting, and hollering.
Yes, all the time. He's like, let's go. I'm like, well, not today.
Yep. So, what first got you interested in entrepreneurship?
Let me see. I really do not know. Because it's hard. Being an entrepreneur, funding a lot of stuff on your own. I'm I'm tired. I don't want to do this, but I like the fulfillment of it. I like what it does for me. I don't like feeling like I'm working for someone else and I'm not getting anything out of it. I'd rather work 24 hours for myself and be like, okay.
I agree with that. Plus, I feel like as an entrepreneur, whether it's, you're planning something or you have a new business idea or whatever, you don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
You have to, believe in it, 100%. But then you're always like, is this really going to work?
Am I supposed to do this?
Yeah, but then, like you said, when it does work, you see people love it.
Yes.
It's fulfilling for
It makes you keep going, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So with She's Unique, if somebody was a new member and they joined, what are some benefits they would receive from joining She's Unique Social Club?
So we have a little group chat. We definitely we like to pour into our ladies. I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness. Like I said, all of our ladies are on the VIP list. So when you think VIP, you think of exclusive access. We have our own space. We have our own food. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to, be in a crowded space. That you're going to be valet parking type of thing. Yeah. Sure. So that's really what you get. It's an experience that I can't really explain because it's different every single month. Every month I blow my mind because I'm like, how am I going to top the last event? We just, so you also get promotion with, your business if you do have a business. We do a lot of member spotlights. Let's see. They get a lot of stuff. They get gifts every single month.
Well, it sounds like the community kind of is the biggest, I guess, feature.
Yeah.
Just having that kind of close-knit group or family. So. Yeah. But then you get those extra things. So it sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the men, I might have to sign up.
Seriously. The fellas might have to pay a little bit more though, because
it's like ladies' night, Nothing
yes,
for free. Yeah.
Yes. But I got something for the fellas. I just I gotta figure it out. But if I had $1 for every time there's a guy that slides up on the social media, they're like, when you doing something for the guys? You got all these ladies here, and I'm sure someone was single. I'm like,
just keep building that suspense, and eventually you cash in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
dollar
to.
signs
I'm
right
gonna
now.
have
You
to.
say that.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I'm gonna turn it up for the fellas.
Have you ever had an event that just kind of didn't go that well? Or they all
No.
kind of? Oh, okay.
None.
So what? You're 12 for 12? Is that what?
12 for 12. Yes.
What was your favorite one out of all the
So
events
I'll knock
you've
on
had
some
so
wood
far?
just in case.
I know.
Yeah,
Let's-
sorry.
We're not.
Knock on it.
We can't have nothing bad. But my favorites, I don't know. It would probably have to be, dang, I really don't know. They're
Too many
all
good
my
ones,
favorite.
yeah.
Yeah, like we had something different with each one. Like I was going to say the perfume exchange because we had like live jazz. It was like a vibe that I never even experienced. So I had it for the other ladies. And then we're getting perfume, like, you know. But then the Galentine's, that was the most women we've ever had.
And where do you have that one?
That one was at West Raspberry in White Oak.
Okay.
And I was like
just like-
crying. Yeah, I
Oh,
was like, what the heck? Like, I didn't realize that many people was in
Were you
the
making
room
speeches
until
and
we,
stuff? And
yeah,
just gotta
yeah.
tear it up.
It was like, all right.
It's great
Jeez.
to see you're that passionate about
Yeah.
it, though.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. I'm like, y'all see, I love it here.
No, that's good to hear.
So where do you want to take it 5 years from now? Where do you see the club growing to?
I literally, so I'm actually working towards this. I want to have a social club, like a country club type of social club.
Like
type
a
of thing.
building than like an actual physical club.
Yeah, because it's kind of like now that we're getting more ladies come in, and like you said, if there's 140 people,
Bring
like
'em in.
I need to have somewhere like we can't have like there's no space for us, if that makes sense. Like, or we have to pay so much money just to
Yeah.
host events, so that kind of gets hard too. But
I think even the 20 like mark. Is,
yeah,
if you
like
keep it like
it's-
12 or less, maybe. But
yeah, because you can get a reservation with 12.
Sure,
like
yeah.
20, they're like, oh, you got to get a whole back room, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And then you have to do a drink minimum and all of that. So that, like, just,
No, that's a good
it's too
idea.
much.
Like you said, especially with that many people kind of
yeah.
in the works. So.
Yeah. So definitely like a social club or like a winery. I don't know. I've been looking into some commercial real estate. So that's the 5-year plan.
Big things coming. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many members do you see yourself having in the club with that?
Within 5 years?
Yeah.
Definitely like 200.
200? And do you want to stay in the Pittsburgh area?
I'll probably try to start chapters in different like spaces because I even have some ladies that's on my wait list that lives in Dallas, that lives in New York, Philly. Like I'm like, they're like, whenever I come into town, I'm like, oh. So, you know, like now I'm like, all right, now we
Yeah,
got to do something for
nationwide.
that. Yeah.
Is there any city that you have in mind that you'd want to expand to first?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
Tell
Listen,
us why.
I feel
Why
like
Dallas?
Nashville would be a great one.
Nashville.
For it, but
So it's so funny because there is a social club in Nashville and we're like friends now because we both do the same thing.
things.
So yeah, but Nashville, she got 200 members. So it's
yeah. So why
kinda-
Dallas though?
I love Dallas. It's like one of my favorite places to visit, and my brother lives down there. We've been talking about maybe relocating down there. We don't know yet, but if so, that will be the first
Yeah, I've
place.
never been there, so I don't have an opinion. But,
Oh, it's lit. You ever been to Texas at all, Houston?
just in a layover for an airport. But
Oh,
nothing.
I've been in
oh,
Dallas once. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've
Dallas.
been. Dallas is lit.
What's your favorite
Dallas is
thing
lit.
about Dallas?
My favorite thing about Dallas, well, I never not went and partied, so like I would like to
Yeah.
go on a regular like.
Just a regular
My
trip.
children were with me, you know. So, but I don't know. I like the culture of it. I like the people. I like the weather. Well, not as of late, but I do like the weather there, and the houses are beautiful, beautiful houses.
Oh, nice. So, for a young girl or young woman watching this podcast right now, what advice would you give to them if, say, they wanted to start a business, but they just don't know how, or they're a little bit shy, not that outgoing? How do you recommend they overcome those fears?
Definitely just start. I wish somebody would have told me to just start, like literally. If I'm trying to think how I can even answer that question because only you know what you can do. Like you in your mind, you're like, I think I want to do this, but I know that somebody's going to have something negative to say. Like, if you lean towards that, you're not going to do it, like, ever, anything. So I would just say just start. Write it out. Make it plain. If you pray over it. And if you have mentors in your life, definitely talk to them about it.
I feel like a lot of people have that similar kind of advice. Just get started.
Yeah.
Because you never know what's gonna turn into. So
Yeah.
if you keep thinking about it, then you start
Then
thinking about the
you're not gonna
negativity or how it's gonna fail. And like you said, if you probably believe in it, so just go for it.
Yeah,
you know?
just do it.
Yeah, and I agree with the mentorship part too. I think that makes a big deal.
Yeah.
So did you have any mentors or anybody that you went to for advice when starting out?
No, which is so funny.
Did it the hard way.
Yes. I was like, nobody is doing this, so who am I going to talk to about this? But I do have a therapist, and when I had started the social club, it was out of grief. I had lost my grandmother, and her name is Sheila, actually, so that's where the she comes in.
Okay, that's
the,
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
But I had to turn what my grandma was to me into something for someone else, and that's kind of where the social club, like, I was like, she just always make me feel included. She always make me feel like just this warm hug, or like all of these things that I was like, how can I turn this into something?
Yeah.
And my brain is crazy.
That's good though. You know,
Yeah.
try to turn that experience for some other people. You
It's
know?
great. It acts as a tribute to her too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my girl.
So when you started it, did you receive any negativity or anybody thinking like, what's Tiffinique doing here? Why is she
Posting
throwing these
all this
parties?
stuff?
Why is she posting all this stuff?
Not at all. I had the opposite, actually. I probably had one of the members. Well, she wasn't a member. She didn't make it. But one girl that was like, what is the point of me paying a membership fee if you're going to have events for people without paying a membership fee? That was probably the only negative thing that someone said. Like, why am I paying if you're going to have an event that I might be able to just attend?
Yeah,
Like,
without.
so I'm like, okay. But
Besides that,
as far as like my outside people, like, no one has said anything negative. Like, it's been, I can't wait to come to your social club, girl. Like, I'm
really,
like,
yeah, that's good. Yeah,
yeah, so,
keeps you going too.
yeah, I'm like, dang, all right.
Yeah, I think people always exaggerate the amount of hate and how people react to their businesses and stuff when you see the come up stories and everything.
True.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, people just don't care. It's
At
either they
all.
don't care or they support you.
Yeah.
There's not too many people that are sitting there like wishing like, oh man, I hope Tiffinique fails. I
Oh,
hope she's
please
I hope
don't.
she's unique,
Oh.
doesn't make it or something.
That's
There's
true.
not that many.
That would
I
be
don't think.
terrible. Oh my goodness, I would pass out.
You would really have to have some enemies because, like you said, most people just.
They're like,
whatever.
what's
just
up?
don't
That's
care.
what's up. Yeah, or they
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree with that a little bit.
Yeah, I would rather you not care.
Yeah,
Please,
stay
don't
on my
wish.
way.
Yeah, like.
So you said all the events have been in Pittsburgh so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys plan on doing anything as far as traveling outside of the state or
Oh,
country?
absolutely, yes. We just had to get our core people. You know
Yeah,
what I
get
mean?
them
Like, we had
excited.
to figure out what this was, and then now we're like, all right, y'all, we probably gonna do Cancun, or we're probably gonna do Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I
like,
feel like
you
you
know,
guys would go crazy there.
definitely, yeah. So
I just picture you guys in the pool just
Yeah.
striking. Yeah.
lit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're trying, because like what I have noticed over the time that I have been doing this, the summer months are hardest to plan events, which you would not think that, but everybody goes on vacation. Everybody has children. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have children, so they want to do things with their kids and stuff like that. So a lot of our events have been a little bit lower in the summer months, but and in the winter, Christmas, holidays,
Sure.
like nobody, got that extra time. So during like January to May-ish is when we're probably going to start traveling, because that's like when everybody is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's
Available.
nothing really to do here when it's cold.
Right.
So
So that's
where you take advantage. That's
where I take advantage. I take advantage. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So what would be the top 3 locations you'd want to go outside of the United States for She's Unique?
Oh, definitely Mexico.
Mexico, okay.
We were talking about a cruise just because it'll be easier, like if we have so many people.
True.
And maybe Jamaica.
I was just about to suggest we went to Jamaica. Well, you've been a few times, but
Oh, you've been a few times?
Yeah.
that
probably
was my favorite
4, I
vacation,
think.
or one of them.
4 times?
Yeah, my wife loves Jamaica.
I know that's right, honey.
I would have won maybe half as much.
Oh, really? Did you
I
like it each time?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I love the all-inclusives now, just because
Yeah.
it keeps everything easy. You kind of know what you're going to spend going
Right.
in. Keep a few dollars on you for tips.
Right, for
and then
tips
You
and-
feel like royalty.
Yep.
Hey, I feel like when we went to
Nice.
Vegas, it was like,
Oh.
you know, X amount for the flight and hotel, and then
And then you still had
a
to.
crazy amount. But
Vegas-
like you said, it
but
makes it much
Vegas
easier
probably
with
was my
the
favorite.
all-inclusive.
Yeah, you can blow just
Just
stacks
Crazy money.
there.
doing nothing,
Yeah.
literally. But Vegas was probably my favorite event.
That's fun, too.
Yeah. Vegas will be. Ooh. Vegas with the social club.
Do you guys have it in that in the works, or that's just like back of your mind?
No, now we might have to plan something to Vegas.
Put it on the
'cause,
board.
whew, that will be it will be like Hangover probably.
Make sure everyone comes back alive.
Right.
So when you
Ooh.
reach out to these venues and stuff before you have the events, do you negotiate with them since you're bringing such a large amount of people in, or like to get special deals and things?
Yep. Sometimes.
So how does that work for like somebody, say, watching at home that's interested in doing something like this?
Yeah.
Like how would you start that?
So for me, what I did was obviously, I would reach out to whoever their person in contact for like events would be. And then once we kind of get to talking, I let them know that I'm not only just a business owner, but I am a creator. And a lot of people, a lot of businesses, I will tell you guys that as soon as you say you want to shoot some content at someone's establishment,
They become friendly.
they will cut their price down. They will, not everybody, I can't say that, but a lot of people will give a discount. Like if I'm like, hey, we have over 30 people coming to this event. We have creators, we have business, people that can really promote your business.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, we haven't had really too many, maybe one. It was a hotel that I seen that I wanted to do, and they were like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I feel like Phipps might be one of those too. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a lot of people want that kind of exposure,
Mm-hmm.
so that makes sense.
Yeah, Phipps loved us. They were like, what?
Was it during like the winter time, or is it?
No, this was in June last year. No, July last year.
The only time I've been there is for like the tree stuff for the Christmas. I've never
Oh.
been like just for the flowers, right?
Yep. So I don't know if you guys know Billy Porter. He's actually from Pittsburgh, but he's like a famous actor. I think he is an actor. I don't.
Yeah, I've never heard of him, but
But he
sorry, Porter.
sorry, Billy.
Yeah, no disrespect,
Yeah, sorry,
Mr.
man.
Porter.
But he had designed it was called like Fashions to Flowers or Flowers to Fashion. So like a lot of his designs, like he had shoes there, like different dress. It was bomb.
All made out of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All made out of flowers. And so I had seen that just like, when you scroll, you just see whatever.
Events around Pittsburgh. Sure.
And I seen that it was only like $21. I was like, all right.
Perfect.
Yep. So I included the link to it. So like whenever I sent it out to everyone, I was like, click this link. This is how you can get your ticket. And then we're going to meet up. Like, let me know once you get your ticket. We're going to make a reservation for dinner and then do it like that. Like, that was our very first meetup. I had no experience. I was just like.
Where's the next one? Or is it a secret?
It's a secret because it's next month.
Well, this isn't going to be aired probably for another like 3 weeks. So like,
Okay.
I don't know like if that matters. I'm kind of curious though.
So we are either we're still like thinking about what we want to do. Because at first we were going to do, you ever hear of that all white party, that Dinner and Blanc? It's
What
like
is
an
it?
all white cabaret, I think. It's like in Pittsburgh. It's like a secret location, but you have to bring like your own food, your own tables, your own everything. Right.
Wait, I'm
in
confused
white.
here. So wait, there's
So
a,
what do they do then?
You
What
have
do they
it's
do at
like
Bonfire?
when I tell you have to Google it now
I
because
said, if I need like a special event, I'm just calling you because I feel like you do all these
exactly.
inside scoop.
That's what I said. I'm like, what the heck? So and they're famous. They do them everywhere, like literally.
Okay.
But you wear all white. you bring your own food, you bring your own, and I was like,
You said your own table?
yeah,
Like a physical table.
That's what I said. I was
you gotta
like,
bring chairs too?
yes, and I guess people are in charge of that. I'm like,
That's
if I gotta do that, I might as well have my own event. So that's kind of where we're at. Like
you have to let me know how that
Yeah,
goes.
one of your events sounds a lot better than that.
yeah,
Just
because
bring
I'm like, if I'm
everything
bringing my own table, because now this is the part where the fellas is going to have to come, because who's carrying the
That's
table?
true.
Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
So
Charge them
Be
be
triple.
on the
Get
lookout,
Jakari out
fellas.
there,
Yeah, because that's what I said. I'm like, Jakari, they expect. I was in a boot from my last event because I was I overextended myself. Like I was doing a lot. I thought I was Barbara the builder, actually, because yeah, it was bad.
What'd you do? Just like spraying it?
No,
Twist
I
it?
didn't even do that. I didn't do stuff. I just was walking up and down from the rooftop to the bottom. I was carrying like tables and I was decorating, and I guess I was just on my feet too much. I had heels on, not the whole time, like when I was carrying the tables, but for the event, I had heels on.
Okay.
So yeah, I ended up in the hospital because
Jeez.
I was doing, and
You
that's
need
another
you need an
reason.
assistant.
Exactly. If you're looking, I need an assistant, y'all.
So, what are some of the most important things to run a successful social club?
Definitely communication. A lot of people, people spend their hard-earned money to come to my events and to be a part of my community. So definitely, like, I let everyone know not exactly, but, like, this is what it is. This is, like, even what their memberships pay for, because their memberships, like, they might pay for the reservation, or I might be able to pay for dinner because of so many, membership fees.
Sure.
Or just like I don't know how to explain it. What was the question again?
Yeah, just you're good. We've been talking for a while, but
So she's overextending herself again. Hey, we're not going to the hospital.
Yeah,
I was
no,
just
not
saying,
here. Like I'm chilling.
just like the most important things that you need to focus on when running a successful social club.
Yeah, like I said, communication and like setting, like, I'm a visual person and I am just a creative person in general. So I have to, like, everything has to make sense in my mind before I put it out for somebody else. So just being on top of myself, but also, like, I'm happy for my board because they can kind of, like, do what they need to do.
Yeah, I feel like organization helps a lot because,
Yeah.
like, you also are kind of taking care of 20 people, right?
Yes.
So, like, you mess up.
Right.
Now
It's
you
like
got-
that.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? You just kind of wasted a month and
Right.
now everyone's kind of upset, so.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, if you had to start it over today, would you do anything different with what you've learned through the process than when you originally started? Like anything that would have made it easier to get to this point? Like any maybe mistakes you made initially?
Dude, she's 12 for 12, man.
Right. Like, the only thing, honestly, I guess in the back end of it is, like, registering our name right as soon as I do it. Like, I didn't do it for, like, 5 months after.
What's
Like
your
with-
LLC name?
Okay.
And, like, just doing just little things like that. Like, getting business cards, putting myself out there in a way, like, that I... Like, if social media was not here, like, I need to be able to do this word of mouth, or something like that.
I guess it's kind of understandable, though, right? Because you're still trying to make sure people wanted to come.
Right.
So,
like,
yeah, I guess that's not, like, a huge mistake.
Yeah.
But I get that.
And I also, before I even started it, like, when I was, like, writing it down, like, all right, this is what I'm going to do and all this, I had, like, I was throwing little hints out for my followers. Like, I was like, if you are a part of an organization, like, if you want to be a part of it, what's something that will make you, like, be proud to be a part of it? And, like, a lot of people were answering, like, I don't want no shicey stuff. I'm like, well, me either.
That's a good idea. That kind of get some, like, feedback.
Get some feedback. So that also played a big part in it, too. Like, just seeing because it is something with community, so I'm like, dang, I gotta put other people's thoughts
Needs
into
or wants,
like, I'm like, ugh.
What's the hardest part of running a business like this?
The hardest part is learning the balance between mom and business Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, like, because there's times that I really have to, like, every single month we have newsletters, and I'm doing this all on my own. Like, I still have a job. I still have a husband. We like date nights. We like, my kids. So learning how to be like, okay, for 2 hours, I'm working straight on the social club. And then for the rest, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But when I first started, I was like, Jakari, please get these kids because my business, like, I gotta do, so it was a lot of that in the beginning, but that's probably one thing I would change too.
Okay. Do you ever see yourself stepping away from the job and then going into this full time?
Yeah. That's the goal. I just have to figure out how to create more revenue in. Like right now with the members and what the money is going to is just solely for events. So like I'm not really getting like financially anything.
Yeah, you're building the brand and everything right now, and building an actual community, which we've never done anything like that with business. So
I feel like you need to look at like nonprofit status or something like that.
Yeah.
Just give yourself a salary or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would donate.
I think so too, and I think
get grants or something from the state or whatever. But
see, and that was like another thing too. Like I was like, at first when I started, I wasn't thinking about any of that. I was just like, let's get together, and then now I'm like, who is paying for all of this? Like, and I'm, now I know that I can write off stuff and stuff like that, but I'm like, I need some money, y'all. Like, help me.
Yeah, I mean that funds everything, right?
Yes, like please, fund the fun.
Fund the fun. I like that.
Please, I like that too. that's gonna be my subject line.
There you go.
Fund the funds.
Send out a newsletter. We need help, fellas.
Please, like hello.
I think
you guys know anyone.
Makes a lot of sense though, and I could see that growing financially too. As you get more members and figure out different ways to monetize it. But
yes,
one of the hardest parts is growing that community and actually engaging people.
Yeah, and sounds now. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah.
I'm saying, like, now that I do have the community, now I can kind of put more into the business to see how we can get funding.
Yeah, I mean, once you kind of prove concept, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it definitely seems like it's something people need and want. So I don't think you have any issue growing it.
Seriously.
So keep it up.
Seriously, because there's so many people that want to be a part of it, but they're scared, or they're like, I can't commit to it because it's every month. And I'm like, you don't got to come every month to be a member. Like, there's a month I might not come. Shoot. But then I was like, people might not show up if I don't come. So I've been.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to.
I kind of got to go.
Have you missed one yet?
I have not. And it's so crazy because one of the events, I didn't think I was going to go because I lost my father. And I'm like, geez, I got an event on Sunday, like, and his stuff was on Saturday or Friday or something like that, and I'm like, so my board, they really showed up because I didn't do anything, like I just showed up, I was barely, and they were like, oh, we know that you like us having swag bags, and we know that you like us having food, and we know. So I'm like, what?
Well, that's good though. It's only a good board, yeah.
Yes, shout out to my booze, Tanea and Jermasia. We are a very good team. Like we keep this ball run.
Yeah, that sounds like it's become a family versus just a group of people.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, even the ones that we didn't know. Like I was like, now that I'm thinking about it, I know all, like, what? I met you at Phipps Conservatory, and the only reason that we knew that we were supposed to be in the same group is because I made a dress code. I was like, we're going to do like a summer chic theme, and all these ladies came in bright colors, flowy dresses, just like really cute. I'm like, are you here for She's Unique? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, what?
Is that how you did it? You just said, and you just went up to him and said,
walked up to, yep. And so that was another thing. I had told them I'll meet in the
circle, whatever. Yeah.
So we stayed there, and then there was 2 ladies that were late, but as we were walking through, like, they were like, oh, are you here for this? I'm like, yeah, like, it was so weird, but
that's cool. I bet you that was like fulfilling.
Yeah,
people show
I was
up.
like, what? Yeah. Y'all are here for me?
What platforms do you use for social media to promote things? I've seen you on Instagram. Do you do any other platforms?
So we have Instagram. I can't say TikTok because I'm not that active on TikTok, but Instagram for sure. We have a Facebook page, and I'll say TikTok because the TikTok's name is She's Unique Social Club, but there's not a lot of content on there. So.
Is that the same handle for Instagram?
Yep.
Okay. She's Unique Social Club on
Yes,
Instagram.
follow us, please.
We'll put the links in the description or bio, whatever it's called.
Yes.
To help you out.
Yep.
So, one final question for you, Tiffinique.
Yes.
So, for somebody out there that, say, had a similar situation to you, they're in an area where they don't have too many friends, or maybe they did have some friends, but they grew apart. They're trying to find a new like-minded community and create their own tribe like you did.
Yes.
What would be the first thing you recommend them doing to start a movement and a social club like you have?
Honestly, you got to be social to want to be in a social club, you know? Because there's a lot of people that's like, I don't even like talking to people. And what I have noticed, COVID really messed a lot of people up socially. Like, nobody knows how to be in the same room without their phone being in front of them. Like, nobody. And I made that a rule. Like, unless you're taking your pictures, like, because how are we going to conversate? How am I going to know about you?
Yeah, that's a good rule. I feel like I'm one of those. Every time I'm walking, I'm on the phone.
You're on the phone.
My head's down. I'm not looking up.
No. I need to see,
That's a good rule.
Yeah, so I would definitely say, like, you have to be social. You have to be likable, too. Like, I can toot my own
almost feel
horn.
like you, like, are their confidence, right? Because, like, you're obviously bubbly, like, you're confident and charismatic, so, like, they come in kind of shy.
Yeah.
You're kinda
I'm like,
keeping it
hey,
going.
what's going on?
If you're not social and, like, say you're not social, we just kind of sit here and, like, barely talk. You almost have to be the one kind of helping them out.
You know what? I had two ladies. They didn't know each other, but they sat next to each other. And you know what I always do? I never had these issues because I always had an icebreaker. We always played, like, even at, like, our Galentine's event, I had, like, a find who bingo card. Okay. And it was like, find the person that has on pink. Find the person that has on this.
And we have, like, their names on it, so you get their name.
So you had to go to that person, like, hey, what's your name?
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I do a lot of icebreakers. Or we might remember somebody from the previous one. So, like, I'm going to sit next to her because I seen her at the other event. So then you kind of start talking there. Or it's like, hey, can I sit next to you? And then the person, like, I don't know. Like, it's
more natural.
It's more natural, yeah.
I guess if you're willing to come to an event.
Yeah, I
guess you kind of know what's, you're supposed to be social, right?
Like, hey.
Yeah, plus a few cocktails doesn't hurt,
right? Right.
That's true.
That's why we try to get that in there quick. Hey, happy hour.
2 shots at the door.
Welcome tequila shots.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, not all the time, but
get them loosened up. I like it.
We definitely do a welcome drink all the time because and some people don't drink, and I'll be like, hey, that's fine.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's, but it's here if you want it.
If you feel a little tight, you want to loosen up.
Hey, yeah.
So for those watching, how would they sign up?
If you are watching and you are interested in being in the social club, then you can click the link in either my bio. My name is Tiffinique, Tiffinique, Tiffinique. I only do that because people just assume Tiffany. And then the social club, She's Unique Social Club, there is a link tree that you can click on. And then I think it's it might be the first link, but it says join She's Unique Social Club. You click on that. You put all your information in, and then our next open waitlist time is in October for new members. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Tiffany.
Yeah,
that was great.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to live a life of luxury, She's Unique Social Club.
You know?
Get on the wait list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big one. It's a big one. But,
really pad that resume or that application.
Yeah, make sure your social is clean because, man, if you guys see, I'm not even gonna get into it. But if y'all did see, you'll be like, yeah, I wouldn't either.
Clean up that social, then apply.
Yeah.
And any men that are thinking about joining, maybe make a donation first, and they'll
Yes.
consider having you at an event.
The ladies will love the donation, trust me, because that's who benefits off of it. So,
All right, well, thanks for being on.
yes, thank you guys for having me. I had so much fun.